Morning, everybody. Mike McCoy here. Another day in paradise. It ain't raining right now, but it has been raining. There's my faithful sidekick, Skits. Over there's the big cat. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's huge. And not raining right now, but it will be. You can just feel the moisture in the air. Last night, we went to bed. I went to sleep pretty quick. I was laying there just all snug as a bug, you know. And the window's right there close to my head. All of a sudden, it felt like somebody just took a handful of water and threw it in my face. I thought, what in the world? I couldn't get good and awake, and I didn't know exactly what was going on. I was digging for more cover to cover my head up, for I didn't know what was happening. And it come off with storm for just about 15 minutes. You ever seen Mother naturally knew what was going on. She jumped up and let the window down. And it is just one or two big puffs of wind and a lot of rain. Probably no longer than a half hour, 15, 20 minutes. But that was surprising. She asked me, said, "Did you get the cover wet?" And I said, "No, I don't think it did." I said, "I'm dry. Come on to bed." But there's water in her bird feeder down there. She'll have to drain that out. And the video I put up yesterday talking about her liking to be out in the rain, I no more than laid the camera down to the sawmill. She went and it just pouring the rain. She come back, looked like a drabble cat. She loves that. I don't know why. She just likes rain. She's hiding from me right now. I told her to bring my computer out here on the porch. She ain't gonna do it. She's in there doing something. I shaved, I cleaned up a little bit. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow and get a shot, which don't amount to nothing. But it's something I have to do. And hope all of you is getting by and are doing good. My channel's growing. I've got nearly 5,000 subs. To me, that's amazing that 5,000 people would be interested enough to subscribe to my channel, but I definitely do appreciate it. Each and every one of you. And YouTube's my entertainment anymore. I watch YouTube and Keep Up a Logger Wade and Stevie, David Haley, Nuts, Stump, Jumper, Skidder, Kale. I know I'm leaving some out, but there's just a bunch that when they put up Jerry Rosa String Works. I love his channel. I've never seen anybody any more talented than what he is, building guitars and fixing guitars and stuff. And P. Walpar, Missouri old timer. I mean, it's Gator. I could go on for days and still forget half of them. But that's just one that's at the top of my mind. If I don't mention your name, it don't mean that I've slighted you. It just means I forgot. We'll blame it on the chemo. But yeah, it's spring, and it's spring-like weather. Birds is chirping. Just a gentle breeze. You can see old Glory out there waving around. Be glad when this corona virus thing winds down. There's a lot of people really hurting because of it. And people's getting antsy. They're wanting to open their business back up because they don't want to lose everything they got, and I don't blame them for that. And speaking of business, it's probably the biggest sawmill in this region. It goes on the auction block in the latter part of June. 24th, 26th, 27th, I think. Huge sawmill. And I've been told that people from China owned it. Don't know that for a fact. I'm just speaking entirely of rumors when I say this. And I also heard they owed a lot of loggers some money. Don't know that for a fact either. MSL logging probably know more about it than I do, for I'm out of the loop anymore. But it's a huge sawmill down here at Woodlawn, and another sawmill. They own two. They own one out here on Jonathan Creek, and I think it was a dry kill operation, Oaks Unlimited. Some real good people out there at Oaks Unlimited. I mean, they're just good folks. And I hate to see that happen. I hate to see any business shut down. But it got wet last night. There's a brochure for it. I don't know if I'm holding the camera right or not, but there is going to be a boatload of stuff to be sold. And the way this economy is, I bet you $1 it'll go cheap. But it might not, you know, who knows? You never know about auction. But that was a big operation. I've took them logs before it's changed hands 2 or 3 times. There's been more tales about that sawmill in the last 15 years, and Carter's got little liver pills. I've heard all kinds of stuff, you know. One tale was that this guy had a big tree farm, and he was building a house, and he was wanting some spalted maple to make paneling inside it, and he couldn't get none of the local mills to cut him none, and he just flew mad and bought this mill. And this is a huge mill. I mean, back in the 70s, that thing was cutting around 100,000 feet a day. And he went in there and he overhauled and modified and done all kinds of stuff, and went broke. The economy, when the economy fell in 2008, he went broke. And it changed hands 2 or 3 times. In the last count I heard somebody from China about it. I don't know. It's gone again. And there's not that many mills left in this area. And what few there are is big mills. It's one of these deals like farming and everything else. If you don't get big, you can't compete. And mills like mine, small circle mills, you just don't see them around here anymore. Me and one other guy has a circle mill. I'm officially retired, and I think he might be. I don't know. If he ain't, he's close to it. For he just sort of run his as a hobby anyway. He worked at I think he's UPS for years. But the days of the little family-run sawmill is kind of in the past. And the quality and quantity of good timber in this area is, I'd say it's getting kind of slack too. For they have cut a lot of timber out of this country in the last 15 or 20 years, and a lot of where the good timber was at, it's got houses on it now. For we've had a population explosion down here. So I don't know if there would be room for another big sawmill in this area, or in the surrounding areas, you know. But I know they wasn't in this area. about all's left around here's maybe pulpwood, and not much of that. But it's sad to see all this change. But you know, change is what it's all about. We've had change ever since time begun. And it'll continue to change. The smart ones will make it, or the lucky ones, just whichever way you want to look at it. But they have been a lot of change in the last few years. I don't think there's a single circle mill left in Madison County. And back several years ago, I know there was at least 3. And in Buncombe County here, I doubt they, well, me and another, like I say, me and another guy, and I wouldn't even count me, so there'd just be 1. And it has an effect on the economy, I'm sure. You don't see as many log trucks on the road as you once did, and I don't know of that many loggers. For the small logging operations, the same way. You know, a dozer, a skidder, and a knuckle boom, and maybe a triaxle truck. Them days is pretty much gone. But so be it. And as far as farms, there just ain't no farms around here anymore. I think there's 1 dairy farm left in Buncombe County. And used to, they was just dotted all over the countryside. Yeah, a few people raise beef, you know. We're all into tourist stuff here in the mountains anymore. I reckon people come to look at us hillbillies, or look at something, I don't know what. But that's basically the way it goes. There's a season for everything. And really, this ain't farming country. This is anywhere from mountains to rolling hills. There ain't many places you could even turn a 24-row corn planter around, much less use it. And same way with these big logging operations. These mountains are steep. One of these track cutters would just be in the way. You couldn't even get it up on the mountain, much less use it. So that's the way it goes. You gotta roll with the flow. But now these boys using these track cutters and putting out thousands of feet a day, these guys here in the mountains has to compete with that, and it's just about impossible to do. But somehow some of them figure out how to do it. I know of about 3 logging outfits that's still in operation, I think. I ain't for sure. I ain't seen none of the trucks on the road in a long time. But in most of them, I know one of them farms too, so he's got something to fall back on. But that's about what I know, which is nothing. So I'm telling about getting drowned last night. That was an eye-opener. And it still ain't started raining yet. I figured it'd start raining as soon as I cut this camera on, but it ain't. But boy, it looks like it's going to. So I'll get off from here and try to get you another video out today. I'm going to try to start putting out a few more videos than what I have. For my watch time and everything's down real bad, and I need to pick it up a little bit. So that's what I'm up to. Talk at you later.